everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylee here, and today we are going to tackle all things that are not femininity. I am tired of seeing this toxic narrative being pushed about what femininity really is versus what it's not. So we're just going to get through all of it because what we're not going to do is be toxic. Okay, so let's just get this out the way. Femininity is not about faking who you are. It is not about putting on a show. It is not about not being yourself. Oh my God, I could only imagine how miserable that must feel if that's what you guys are doing. It is not about that. It is about elevating yourself to be the most in-line and balanced version of yourself. That is what I think femininity is all about. So I just wanted to get that one right out the way. Only being focused on your looks and aesthetics. I think this is so shallow. Of course, if you want to be like a very feminine presenting person and you want to have those physical traits, yes. And it's fun to like give yourself a makeover and all of that stuff. But it is not just about how pretty can I be? How long can my hair be? How snatched can my waist be? What wardrobe do I need to buy? Truthfully, it is not that, because let's be real. Inner beauty is so much more beautiful than outer beauty, in my opinion. I have seen gorgeous, gorgeous girls who have the worst personalities, who are literally just awful human beings and just make other people feel like crap about themselves. And then there's been girls who aren't, and I hate to even say this, but let's be real, it's society. They're not necessarily the 10 in whatever area that they're in, but their heart is a 100, which makes them a 10. People aren't always gonna remember what you did, what you said, but people are gonna remember how you make them feel. In my opinion, that's so much more important than the physical things. But yes, as feminine people, we do need to carry ourselves a certain way, because if we want to attract a certain type of life, we have to show up as a person who belongs in that type of lifestyle. So just figure out what kind of lifestyle you want and show up that way. What femininity is not. Putting up and shutting up. I think there's a lot of things going around about how women have to cater to their man, how women have to just stop nagging all the time, stop doing this, don't mother your man, don't do this. Yes, you should not be mothering your man, but have boundaries. I think being a feminine person is about, like I said, balance. Being fully in your femininity is about balance. And if you are consistently, especially in your romantic partnerships where you're the most vulnerable, you're consistently being quiet on what you want, you're consistently being treated in a way you don't like to be treated, but you're still showing up for that person, do not put up and shut up. Some of the most feminine and most influential women in the world who people look to as these feminine women, they speak up for themselves. They don't just do what they're told to do. I think the difference is the approach. I have been a victim of this, where in the past I have been like, let's fight. I want to fight for what, but I fight out of love. I'm like, I really want this relationship to work out. So no, I'm not gonna go ghost on you for 3 days. We're gonna talk this out right now. I don't care. That's actually lowering my value as a woman. I need to know how to walk away. I need to know how to be like, you know what? Ooh, I really don't like how you're treating me right now. And I've asked you multiple times to stop and you still have not stopped. Instead of arguing with you, I'm just gonna leave. Okay, so the next misconception is being emotionally unavailable or manipulative. I know there's this huge dark feminine movement happening right now. And honestly, I love dark femininity, but it can be used as a manipulation tool. I've seen a lot of TikToks about how to manipulate men, how to manipulate people. And I'm like, that's toxic. It should never be about manipulation, but rather being able to tap into your essence, your true raw essence as a woman, to get what you want and to dismiss everything that is not for you. Be like, I like you. Oh, you disrespected me. I'm removing my presence. That's dark femininity. Having the confidence, being able to walk in a room and know you own the room. That is dark femininity. And that is what's going to attract the kind of people you want in your life, instead of manipulating the people that are already in your life to becoming something they're not. I guess I can couple this with also looking for male validation. I think that a lot of the times this dark femininity and femininity in general gets really discombobulated, and a lot of people start focusing on how to get a man, this for a man, this for a man. Yes, having a man is great, so much fun, but what happens when that man is not there? Is your femininity just supposed to disappear? That's not how it works. Be fully feminine alone so you can be even more with this partner. Please stop coupling femininity with always looking for male validation. It's just not true. As a traditionally feminine woman, a lot of us look for certain traits in traditionally masculine men. But again, not the toxic ones, because they have their stuff too. Stop looking for male validation and to stop using femininity to manipulate the people in your life. Those were kind of two things in one, but you guys are smart. You can keep up. Being emotionally unavailable is not something that is attractive. It is not something that should be sought after. Being so cold to where you cannot feel your feelings is not attractive. I'm sorry, it's not. You know what is attractive? Go into therapy. If you can't afford therapy, get on YouTube. Do video journals. That's what I've been doing. I'm not a writer. I hate writing. But what I can do is put a camera in front of me and vent. Because what's happening is you are no longer going to take your baggage into your next relationships, whether that is romantic or platonic. The next misconception is everything has to be expensive. Everything must be luxury. Everything must be silk woven from the finest worms. No, incorrect. Yes, I love to splurge. I love to enjoy the fruits that life have to offer, but also, I love being bougie on a budget. There is nothing wrong with that. I think you're able to look however you want to look, but not need to break the bank. Keeping up with the Jones is going to put you in debt. Instead of buying all these things, if you can't afford that, learn how to do it yourself. If you can't afford to get your nails done, learn how to do gel X. Learn how to do press-ons. Learn how to do your own pedicure. Learn how to do gel. If you can't afford your hair, do it yourself. I learned how to do my hair over quarantine. I don't judge my hair right now. I know she needs to be redone, but I learned how to do my hair during quarantine and I have not paid for it since. Instead of going to a fancy spa for your face, learn how to do a facial. I recently just bought a really big, professionally built steamer. It was only 50 bucks. And I can lay down, it has a little arm and it steams on my face just like I was at the spa. Not everything needs to be expensive. Not everything needs to be luxury. And to be honest with you, I think when people are into logo this, these need to have these logos that, even if they can easily afford it, in my opinion, it just cheapens the look because it's screaming, I need the attention. It's screaming, I need validation. And yes, there's some things that have logos on them that are genuinely beautiful pieces. Wear what you want to wear. But if your sole purpose of wearing these logos are to prove to somebody that you are something, that you are high value, that you are worthy, then no. Also, quiet luxury is the best luxury, in my opinion. We talked about emotional abuse and, validation for men, but I want to talk on this. Using your beauty as manipulation. I think sometimes women, we know we're beautiful, and that's great because so many women are conditioned to believe that they're not. And I'm so happy we're getting into the place where women are allowing themselves to feel beautiful. But do not only bring beauty. You have a powerful tool. Your beauty is a powerful tool. Women, a lot of the times, especially what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, a lot of the times when it does come to men, we are looked at as a social status, and we're aware of that. But please do not use this for manipulation and for evil purposes. In my opinion, that is not what femininity is about. Again, it is about embracing your beauty, being confident in it, and standing in that and being firm. And when you do that, the result of that is you attract the things that you really want. God gives you the desires of your heart because you're like, you know what, God, I appreciate this body that you gave me. I'm not gonna talk down on myself anymore. Okay, so those are the things that I just kind of have noticed going around that people like to claim are like, this is what femininity is about. Again, yes, all of these things that I just listed off have their space in femininity, sure. But I personally believe it's about the intentions behind everything. If your intentions are not pure, it is manipulation. It's the same thing as a man who has so much money and you're like, oh my gosh, he has so much money, and he uses that to get you. He's like, I'm gonna wine and dine you, I'm gonna take you on all these dates, I'm gonna treat you so well. And then he abuses you. And you're like, oh, so that thing that I was attracted to was only the surface. It wasn't what was underneath. Same thing about femininity. I think to be truly feminine, it requires inner work just as much as the outer work. So hopefully this video spoke to someone. Hopefully it kind of cleared up some misconceptions about femininity. And if you want me to do a video about what femininity really is and really how to activate that, I actually have a previous video that I just posted that is a little bit diving into that. But what I really want to do is create a video about light and dark feminine energy and how to properly use both. So if you're interested, just let me know. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the videos. It was really nice talking to you. I'll see you guys in my next video.